want to innovate like Facebook? I get asked all the time, what is it that is different about Silicon Valley companies? How is it that they're able to challenge the largest corporations, disrupt the entire industries, and create amazing, innovative, cutting-edge products all the time? And I say, I'm glad you asked. Here at Silicon Valley Innovation Center, we analyze the approaches of what we call digitally native, and found that a lot of them are using specific business models and business strategies to expand quickly, to preserve agility even if they become bigger, and to continuously innovate. In this video, we will talk about one of those business models, and we'll take a deep dive into how Facebook, one of the fastest growing Silicon Valley companies, one of the most successful Silicon Valley companies, is implementing it. So you too could innovate like Facebook. First of all, just like your company, a high-tech company like Facebook is not immune to disruption. In fact, leading Silicon Valley companies are acutely aware of their own mortality. They know that the garages of Silicon Valley are overflowing with even younger and cooler startups that are eager to take on the incumbents. What is a company to do? Well, there is one business model in particular that is especially resilient at the time of disruption. That's a business model that many Silicon Valley companies are applying, and that's currently one of the most favored business models for venture capital investors. This business model is a digital platform. It is when the value gets created by facilitating exchanges between two or more groups, usually consumers and producers. There are a number of different types of platforms out there: technology platforms, development platforms, marketplaces, interaction networks, etc., etc. What unites them are the following. Number one, they create value primarily by enabling direct interactions between two or more customer or participant groups. Number two, they generate a network effect. It means that the more people sign up to use their services, the more value everyone is getting out of it. More customers attract a great number of merchants and partners, and vice versa. Number three, they reduce costs, search costs, transaction costs. The network effect shifts the costs and risk burden of creating markets from a particular business to the entire network. It spreads that burden among a growing number of platform participants. And number four, these platforms, to a certain degree, to a different degree, are open for integration to third-party elements. Hence, they're able to leverage collaborative development. Through application programming interfaces, APIs, and I'll talk about APIs a little bit later with the example of Facebook, the platforms can enable participants to share data and to create new services. This open and shared data can be mined intelligently by specialists, including those from adjacent industries, and to create new forms of value. These insights might be generated from monitoring customer behavior at scale, or from products and machines being used in the field. You can see how these characteristics can make a platform as a business model agile and resilient to the changes in business environment. Once you have lots of users from different groups, you can keep adding new services to the same user base. Once you have the data, you can create new value, new products, new experiences. And once you open up the platform to third-party developers, you exponentially increase the number of people working to enhance your product and service. Well, Facebook is a great example of a platform. Not only it is a social media interaction network by itself, which everybody knows about, but over the years, it has also developed into a development platform and into advertising and marketing platform. In fact, Facebook's decision to open up their APIs to create and support its own development platform was instrumental for the exponential growth of the social media company. Just look at the charts comparing the growth of Facebook with its nearest competitor at the time, MySpace. Just around the time Facebook opened up its development platform to third-party participants, its user growth took off and never looked back. Facebook first announced the Facebook platform in the middle of 2007, and as you can see on the chart, by the end of 2007, Facebook market share growth just propelled, accelerated. The platform itself started with just 65 developers, and Facebook had just 33 million users. But just a little over 6 months, these numbers grew significantly. Facebook had 400,000 developers on the platform. 33,000 applications were developed. And this obviously propelled the growth of Facebook users. It tripled in 6 months and reached 100 million by the middle of next year. Platformification of Facebook did not stop there. Facebook applied a similar blueprint to become an advertising and marketing platform. With an introduction of Ad API, which later became a Marketing API or MAPI, and some acquisition, it is now an advertising platform, a money-making engine behind Facebook's growth. Moreover, Facebook opened its ad platform to third-party websites and apps through Facebook Audience Network so that advertisers could serve their ads not only on Facebook properties, such as Facebook application or Messenger or Instagram, but on other mobile applications that are part of the network. Facebook, by the way, makes money on both sides, as a publisher and as an advertiser. Pretty sweet. Facebook made $17.4 billion in last quarter alone in advertising, which is about 99% of its revenue. Well, how is the platform business model working out for Facebook? Exceptionally well, as we can judge by the advertising revenue. But also, obviously, Facebook is one of the most remarkable growth stories in corporate history. It even made it to the movies. Just at the end of 2004, the Facebook had only 1 million registered users, moved to Silicon Valley, secured a $500,000 investment from PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel. Just 8 years later, by September 2012, Facebook already crossed a 1 billion users milestone. And today, it has 2.45 billion users. 2.45 billion people are actively using Facebook every month. Just to put the numbers into perspective, it's more than a third of the world population and half of all internet users. Now you can see why platform is one of the most popular business models among digitally native companies and why VCs like it so much. However, should an established, more traditional company consider transforming itself into a platform? Well, it's a good question and one that should not be overlooked. We believe that adding a platform business model to your business should be part of your digital transformation plan. If you would like to learn directly from Silicon Valley companies how to leverage platforms as a business model, as well as about other new business models, check out our online executive education program, Leading Digital Transformation, and learn how to augment or enhance your business with digital sources of revenue. In many cases, transforming your business into a platform will require a certain degree of self-disruption as a strategy to achieve that goal. The strategy that Silicon Valley companies have perfected over the years. In our next video, we will talk about self-disruption as a strategy. We will look at the successful examples from Facebook and other Silicon Valley companies, and we'll take a peek into the organizational design and culture, what we call innovation culture, that can help propel your company into the digital world. Subscribe to our channel to get notifications when a new video is published, and also comment which Silicon Valley company you would like us to talk about next.